No. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, by the
Is-
way, I just wanted to let you know. I'm still leading.
Sorry?
I'm still winning.
Waiting for what?
Remember well, Barcelona, the nutmeg competition.
No, but that
Nah,
wasn't
nah.
fair. No, 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 no.
Am I winning or not?
You're winning, but that's not fair.
Ah, thank you. No,
That
I
wasn't. That
appreciate it.
wasn't fair. That wasn't fair.
Ah, nothing is fair when you get nutmeg.
That
Nah,
wasn't
anyway.
fair. That wasn't fair at all. I swear.
Nah, hey, it is what it is, Mario. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I remember this. Oh, I
Ah,
didn't
now
get
you
that.
remember.
I didn't get nutmeg for many people, And there was
Ah,
that one. Oof. I still feel the pain. I swear.
no, hey, listen, let's talk about the real stuff. How are you, first and foremost?
How am I?
Yeah, yeah, how are you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm training. I stay home, of course, and to be honest, it's not easy, but
Yeah,
it's what it is. I hope it's gonna end soon. Yeah.
because you guys was one of the first country in Europe to have it really bad. How is it in Italy now?
Now it's getting. It looks like it's getting a little bit better, but still, they said that at the end of the month probably we can start to go out, but I doubt that, to be honest,
No?
because I doubt that. I don't know. I doubt that because obviously, if people start going out, it's gonna be more contagious because we don't know who has it,
Yeah.
who doesn't have it. And I don't know. It looks. I don't know. It looks like there is not an end. That's the problem, and
No,
especially
it
you
will.
don't know.
Listen,
Maybe you hug a friend, and the friend has it. He doesn't know, and then you
yeah,
get it, then it's a problem.
it's not an easy one. It will obviously go, but we need to respect the rules and make sure that we're all safe. And obviously, being around each other is not easy because some people might have it and they don't know that they have it if they don't have the symptoms. So
Exactly.
it's not an easy one, but it is what it is. We have to stay at home. Do you cook? So that's a no.
Nah, I can cook basic stuff, but not even good.
Do you hear me well?
Now, yes.
Because some people are complaining. Sorry, guys, I can't deal with technology. I can't control that. But I hear you well. Do you hear me well? Listen, I wanted to ask you something. Obviously, you played in a lot of leagues. What is the best one that you played in?
The best team
No, the league.
or the best league in England, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, England is the best. It's the best league for sure, 100%.
Why is that for you?
Because the football is amazing. The fans are amazing. The way they speak about football is amazing. So you go home, you can walk in the street. Of course, yeah, there are paparazzi and stuff, journalists, but it's more for the people. It's more, I don't know, the way they say hi and they leave is not like crazy. And for a footballer, I think England is the best place. Then, of course, I had problems for the food, for the weather, for the driving. I had a lot of problems for that. But then the football is amazing, to be honest. For a footballer, living in England is the best, I think.
Well,
But
I
you play
will.
in
I will
England,
have
you know
to.
better than me.
But yeah, no. Listen, every single league have their own way, their own charm, their own. But I say if you combine everything, the Premier League is the best. If you combine everything that you need, the Premier League is the best.
Yeah. No,
And
me in the Premier League, I was good. Like the Premier League was amazing for me. I have only good memories.
if I ask you one thing, another thing, not so much who was your best coach, but who was the coach that made you progress the most, that you improved the most under?
I can say two coach they improved me a lot, and one is Mancini. of course, because it took me when I was young and crazy. and the other one that improved me a lot was Favre, Lucien Favre.
Oh,
That
really?
now is in Dortmund. In Nice.
Yeah, no, I know.
Improved me a lot.
When you guys were in Nice, huh?
Yeah, he was very good on this.
How did you like the French league?
The French league is good. It's very good. It's better than what people think, and it's more difficult than what people think. Because, you know, when I came back to Italy, everybody say, yeah, you scored, but it was France. And I was like, listen, France is not easy. I'm telling
It's
you.
physical, huh?
Oh my God. You know, normally I'm the biggest, one of the biggest in the pitch, but in France,
Not in France.
I was so normal. Huh?
Not in France. No, you can't. It's a tough league. It's people think about defending a lot, not conceding goals. Like they're very pragmatic.
Yeah. When you
So
go
it's
to
not,
play,
yeah, it's not an easy one.
when you play teams like Strasbourg, Caen, team like that, when you go to play in their stadium, whew, my friend,
No, it is not easy.
difficult. It's very difficult.
Tell me the story about Breccia. Why? I mean, I kind of know, but you always wanted to go back, right?
No, I was like, you know, I was thinking to do 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. I signed the contract, but then I was sure I wanted to do at least 1 year back home and stay home, stay close to my mom, stay close to my friends, in my city where I raised, and that was the idea. And then it's my city, of course. I'm proud to play here, but obviously, then for how the season went, it wasn't easy, but that was the decision why I went there. I wanted to stay home for a while.
Listen, it's never easy to go back home.
Nah,
You know, never easy. You know, you have your friend, expectation. People
exactly.
want so much from you. It's never easy. Never easy.
It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all.
If I ask you another one, what's the biggest thing you think that you changed in your game? Or you also, as you said, you were crazy before, so you're not crazy anymore.
Nah, I was crazy. I always say I was crazy, but that wasn't even crazy. I was young, you know. Everybody, when he's like 16, 17, they like to do things that people of 16 and 17 does, you know. Obviously, you're not man completely. You are a boy. So, you know, in football there are a lot of expectation, a lot of rules, a lot of respect, and I've always been respectful, but I was always, you know, you go out, they talk about you with girls and vacation, you go there, you go in the club, and I was doing all the things that all the people when they are 17, 18, they do, you know. But when you are a footballer, people have expectation from you, and you have to grow faster. That's the only thing that happened, and all the eyes were on me. So I always been. So the people always say, "Oh, Mario is doing this, Mario is doing that." But at the end, it was, I think, things that everybody at my age was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, the expectation on me was different because I was playing football. So, you know, when you are young, when you have to understand quick that you can't do things that other people do.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so that was the only difference, I think.
What about in the game? What did you change? What do you think you improved the most?
I think tactically, I improved. I always been so bad in tactic.
What do you mean?
I always been so bad, seriously, in tactic. And I still improving, and I think I've improved a lot on this. But really, it wasn't my thing, tactic. Seriously, I couldn't understand.
No. So
basic
what
stuff,
you're trying
yes.
to say
Basic stuff,
is that
yes.
what you're trying to say is you were playing just off instinct, right? You were not seeing other stuff around.
Yes, a lot.
Now you're playing with, oh, that guy moved there, wait. That guy, can he give me the ball? Maybe not. Let me wait a bit. So you're a bit more patient. You see the game a bit more.
I learned better to like choose the position, to see
Yeah.
the space. Before I was only instinct, you know, and I wasn't really thinking
But
about it.
that comes with time. It's the same as me at the very beginning. I remember I wanted to do everything so quick in the game, and I used to look at the clock and I'm like, it's only 12 minutes. I'm already tired. And then you
True.
learn, you play, you go to the right ball at the right time, you make the right movement, you know exactly where you start to see the space. It's different. It's normal. That's a normal thing. Best player that you played with?
Best player.
That you played with?
Wow.
You played with a lot.
I cannot say one because I play with a lot of best player. Like I can't say one, to be honest.
So tell me the one that surprised you the most or shocked you the most? Maybe the way he was training, maybe the way he was playing. Maybe it wasn't the best, but surprised you the most.
I can't say Tevez. Tevez surprised me a lot.
Really? Why? His work ethic? The way he used to run?
The way he was working, the way he was pressing. He was like a striker but defender. It was unbelievable.
But you know the rule, we when I say we, I'm not anymore, but we or you are the first defender.
Yeah, that's true. But the way he was doing things, I never see any striker doing like this. He could press an entire defense by himself.
What did you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you, what was you thinking when you scored against Real Madrid? What was you thinking? Why did you go by yourself alone against the defense of Real Madrid? Every other striker would pass the ball. That was crazy, seriously. I was watching the game, and when you had the ball, when you was playing, I loved the way you was playing, and but that time I remember I have this flash that I was like, pass the ball, because in my head you play against Real Madrid, you don't want to go by yourself, you know, and then you go 1-2, bam, bam, goal. I was like, wow.
Okay, so I'll give you a little story. So I had a coach called, his name is Joaquim Francisco Philip. When I was in class, and I remember when I was young, very young, I never used to give the ball to anybody. I just wanted to go and score goals alone. And so one day, he gave me a ball, put me on the other side of the field, and he put the rest of the whole squad on the other side. And he said, since you don't like to pass the ball, now try to pass the ball. So I did it once, and I couldn't. And then he made me do it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8, 9, 10. I was tired. So he wanted to make me understand that you need to pass the ball. But at the same time, like he knew I could take people on. And one day I nearly scored. I swear, one day I nearly scored and I missed. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still mad about it. But that was my thing. I used to like a challenge. And if you remember the game, I was playing as a lone striker. We were playing 4-5-1. And you have to help your team when your team cannot help you. Because as you said, we were playing against Real Madrid. And so I knew I was going to have less help that I used to have. And so any chance, they let me control the ball and turn. My thing is, you let me see the net. If you let me see the net, then it's a wrap. I'm not saying I'm going to score all the time, understand me well, but if you let me see the net, then I can see the path to go to the net. It's as simple as that.
But that goal was unbelievable, to be honest. Wow.
Well, that was a long time ago, man. If I try to do that, I'll pull my hamstring going up the stairs of the stadium. Forget about it. Hey, listen, if I ask you a top... No, if you do a five-a-side, who would you have in your team?
The complete team?
No. 5 aside.
Okay, 5. Pirlo for sure.
Wow.
Pirlo, I can't. That's simple. Yeah, you have to play with Pirlo. You know, Pirlo guarantee you 10 goals a year, no? So that's okay.
Pirlo?
But wait, players now or in the history?
Whatever you want.
Wow. It's only 5?
Yeah, why? If you want to make a starting 11? Okay, goalkeeper. It's hard, huh?
Yes, these are.
Yeah, you played with a lot of good players.
For my, so for what I experienced, I'm not obviously saying who is the best in the world. I'm just saying for my experience.
No, for what you like also.
Okay, I put Julio Cesar.
Okay, Julio Cesar.
For those years in Inter, it was for me the best.
Okay,
So,
right back.
Right back. Whew. I have no idea. Right back. Maicon.
Left back.
Then, left back, Maxwell.
Ooh. Maxwell is clean.
Maxwell, his technique is
clean.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Center backs.
Center backs. What we playing? 4-4-2?
Up to you, 4-4-2, 4-1-2-3. However, this is your tactic. You choose.
I told you I'm not good in tactic. Huh? Wait.
Okay, so 2 center backs. Let's go. 4 at the back.
2 center back. Okay. I put Cannavaro and
okay.
Nesta. Cannavaro and Nesta.
That's not bad. Okay. So what do we play? 4-4-2?
4-4-2.
Okay. Holding midfielders.
Okay. Pirlo. In front of the defense.
Okay.
Then I put that one. There's no.
So you're gonna play. You're gonna play in a diamond.
Yeah, diamond for sure.
Okay, let's go.
Pirlo. I'm thinking Yaya Touré.
Where? Yeah. On the left of the diamond or the right?
Same. Or left or right.
Okay. Pirlo.
Yaya can do all. So there's no problem. I put
Yaya. Pirlo. Yeah.
And Gerrard. So Yaya on the right and Gerrard on the left, or Gerrard on the right.
Or vice versa, yeah.
On the left.
And who at the top of the diamond?
Cassano.
Oh yes, I forgot about Antonio. Woo!
Antonio is unbelievable.
Antonio. The other day I was with Olivier Dacour.
Yeah.
And I asked him about Antonio Cassano when Olivier was playing in Roma. I thought that player was outstanding. I always liked him.
The way he was giving you the ball is just unbelievable. He knew how to give you the ball. He knew where he was and he knew where you gonna be. So
it was
another level.
It was amazing. And up front?
Up front, Ronaldo, the Brazilian, for sure.
The original.
The original. And Messi.
Ooh. That's lethal.
There's a good team, I think.
Oh, that's lethal. Yeah, you're right. That's a good team. I can never listen. Whenever people ask me, I can never do it.
The team? But to be honest, I left so many people that I could put in the team.
I can never do it.
Even yourself, I left you.
No,
left,
man, come on. I'm just
no,
saying, it's just...
me, I used to love the way you play. So everybody, fucking hell, you was unbelievable when you play. You was a phenomenal. I left you. I left Cristiano Ronaldo. I left people like, I don't know, Maldini, Van Basten, Maradona. So of course,
too much.
It's impossible to make a team properly.
What is for you a complete striker? I mean, what is essential for a striker to have, like, to be able to perform? What do you like in a striker, basically?
I like speed.
Okay.
I like, how do you say, rapidity, no?
Quickness. Yeah, quickness.
And I like technique. I love technique. So a striker has to have technique and quickness, but especially he has to have, I think, and this is something that is not easy to learn, is quickness of the think. So you have to think quick, yes, and that's something that you have or probably you don't have. You know, you can maybe improve, but you can't learn. That's what I think. You know, there are some players that think, and there are some players that are like Papa, and they know what to do.
Listen, I played with a guy that wasn't quick. Didn't have quick feet, but he had a quick mind.
Who's this?
David Trezeguet.
He wasn't quick?
No, David Trezeguet wasn't quick.
The way he finished, you have to be quick.
No, but I'm saying he didn't have quick feet, meaning
he wasn't.
He didn't have quick feet. But he was so quick here, which is the most important thing in the game. You need to think. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, you touch the ball, if you accumulate the time of you touch the ball, you touch the ball maybe a minute and a half. So the rest of the time, what you do in the game, you think. That's all you do. You think. You don't touch the ball a lot in the game.
No.
Hardly ever. Absolutely. Especially us, strikers. We don't touch it a lot.
Yeah.
So you need to think. David was just so ahead of all the strikers that I've seen in terms of quickness. But for me, the most important thing for a striker, for me, that's only me talking, you need to be able to score alone, give assist, and come and play in midfield. Those are the type of strikers I like.
There are not a lot of them.
That's what I said to you, because when your team cannot feed you, when your team cannot give you the ball, what do? Can you come in midfield, take the ball, go on the wing, dribble past people and cross? Can you feed people? Can you give a goal? Not the typical. Can you come in midfield and make your team play?
Me, yes.
No, not you. I'm saying the type. No, I know you do.
But you know, not me. Yes. But you know why? Because
like,
when I don't touch the ball, I go back. That's how
I
play.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't play 15 minutes without touching the ball. I go crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but you need to be efficient with it when you go in midfield. True. I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not. I'm saying those are the type of strikers that I like to watch.
Yeah. No. It's true, because many times I went back to receive the ball and try to play, but I realized that many times I came back, but I wasn't efficient. So I just do the thing that somebody else could do there, you know.
Exactly.
It's not easy to go back and be efficient for a striker.
Exactly, that's not easy. For me, if you come and get the ball in midfield, you need to make something happen. Because if you come in midfield, you touch it 5 times and you put it on the side, let the midfielder do that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not easy. Who the striker that you think can do that?
Now.
Yeah.
Now it's different. You know why, Mario? Because we live in an era where the striker, you have the wingers sometimes in some teams that score more goals than the number 9.
Yeah, I think one player that could do that amazingly, Ronaldinho.
Oh, you mean back? Okay, okay, yeah, no,
They
it's
could come back
now.
and make something that others couldn't do. You know, like Ronaldinho used to go. Okay, he's not a 100% striker, but even when he was playing up front, when he could come back, it was different from the others. He could create something different.
I mean, I said it so many times. I think Mbappe has the quality to do that. To play as yeah, Mbappe. He has the quality to play as a number 9 and do that.
Yeah.
The best that I've seen, I said it the other day when I was talking with Romelu Lukaku.
Hazard also.
For me, George Weah.
George, I didn't see him a lot. I saw him, of course, but I don't remember him a lot because
George Weah, and obviously, like I like to call him, the original Ronaldo. Those two guys
Ronaldo is
take the ball from anywhere and go to goal. Whether you're in front of them or not, it didn't matter. Power, speed, finishing.
What about Maradona then?
Ooh, no, that's a different story. Because we're talking about strikers. Maradona, for me, it's simple. You know, when you grow up with a player, it's always different. When you grow up as a kid, looking at the player, it's always different. So, my first World Cup as a kid was '86. So
who was you looking?
Oh, Maradona won that alone. You don't
Yeah.
remember the World Cup in '86 in Mexico? So for me,
no, I remember, but I wasn't born. I remember.
no, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying to you that Maradona is always going to be special for me because I grew up watching him. And my first World Cup that I remember well was '86. So Maradona is always going to be special for me.
No, it was unbelievable.
Oh, it was great.
But to be honest, okay, now I don't want to take credit from him because even for me, he's the best player that ever exists. But that team was good.
No. When I say
they were good players, you know?
Of course the team was good, but
what he done with England, that game, he played alone.
No, but the team was very good. You know, when I said that, it's a sort of speech when you say he won it alone. But what I meant is, every time there was something to be done or the difference to be made, he made it.
True. Even the semi-final, nobody speak about the semi-final of this. I think he played with Belgium and he scored twice. And he scored two unbelievable goals.
That was a very difficult game. And he scored one very good goal against Belgium.
Which one? The one that he dribbled, but it's not easy. It's not easy to...
Not at all. Listen, since it was one of the first guys that I've seen, not you know, I'm talking live, not say the way he keep the ball so close to his feet. And the second guy that I've seen doing that like that is Leo Messi. The ball is always, that's why he always passes people, because he can always push it away from you. Always.
Let me tell you something. Me, I try to press Cristiano Ronaldo, and I try to press Messi. And I have to be honest, when I run behind Messi, I stopped. It's too fast. And I'm fast, but it's too fast. Like when he run with the ball, I can't see him get, like, I wasn't catching him. He was getting far, you know. I was like, okay, I stop, you know.
He runs
and then the problem is that if you catch him, he stop, and you just go.
No, but we're talking about this guy is not normal. I mean, I played with him, and what he does is just not normal. What he does. It's just not normal.
Nah, Messi is unbelievable. I love to see Messi play. And you know, most of the times you see him going maybe in the middle of the pitch and just play one touch. They give him the ball, he play there, it goes low. Then he receive, pam! It's unbelievable. You can't mark him. It's impossible.
Listen, Mario, I'm not going to take too much of your time, although we have time, right? But I need to go and speak with Prince. So always a pleasure to speak to you.
Pleasure to me.
Be safe.
You need to ask Prince who's the best player he played with. because of course it's gonna say me. But then, listen, me and Prince, we were so good when we played together. I swear, because we,
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I will
watch
ask
it.
him, but be safe, man.
You'll
Very
be safe.
important.
You'll be safe too, and your
Oh,
family and everything.
yeah, you too. You too. Very important. And don't ever forget, I'm leading.
Oh my God, really? But we didn't meet afterwards. That's the problem. We
It
met
doesn't
once.
matter. It doesn't matter. What is done is done.
But now you need to explain how you did it, because really, if you say it like this, it looks like we do 1 against 1 and you do the make to me.
No. You started the make.
You
Trying
were
to
so
make.
far. You were so far.
I know. I know. But hey, I'm sorry. I'm still leading. Mario, listen. Have a good one. Be safe. See you soon. Yeah.
You have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye bye. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, is.
Yo.
Ah.
What's up?
You okay?
Yeah, well, you speak too much, my friend.
No, it's Mario.
I watched everything.
You nearly fall asleep.
I watched everything. No, it was like some good stuff, man.
Listen, first and foremost, how are you? That's the most important thing. You okay?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
No, but that's very important, you know. What you say?
Yeah, I know. We're trying to do the best, you know. You're home 24 hours, but I'm good. How are you? All good?
I'm good. How is your family also? Family
yeah,
good?
Good. Yeah, they already knocked on the door. He said, "Papa, you coming back?" I said, "No, I have to work."
No, I know the feeling. I'm alone actually in Montreal.
Well,
so
Montreal you are.
yeah, because you know I'm coaching here, and
yeah, I know.
When everything happened,
you came back to go home or something. But that's your
no, because I didn't want to get stuck in England just in case they were closing the borders. Then they were closing the borders, but then I had to stay here because let's say the league starts again and the coach is not here. And then if I come back, you have to go in quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm like, I might as well stay here. You never know what can happen.
Of course. It's
you know,
hard.
how do you occupy yourself?
Bro, I do whatever you do. You train a little bit and I do stupid stuff. I joke around, you know, I try. There's some days where I go crazy, where I don't want to talk to no one. I think everybody the same. Like there are days where you're like positive and there are other days like when it's gonna stop. It's not easy.
Like I said to Mario, are you trying to learn something new? You know, for example, he said he didn't like to cook or whatever. Do you try to cook or read or learn a new language? I know you're speaking a lot of different language. I know that for a fact. But it's always good sometimes also to have a bit of time for yourself. Not too much.
Of course.
Not too much. But
I think of every negative, there's something positive. You have a lot of time to think about important stuff. I know how to cook already, so I'm lucky.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm happy even. I have I have a bit of luxury that everybody can cook in the house. So they all cook, so I don't have to cook. I'm learning Turkish. I used to speak very good.
Really?
Yeah, I used to speak already very good because I grew up with a lot of Turks, but I need to bring it back. So I'm learning the language. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm writing music. I love music.
Really?
Yeah.
What type?
Soul, R&B, hip hop. I do everything. I'm writing. Yeah.
I remember when you won the title in Italy. I mean, everyone does remember what you did. That was amazing, man. I was like, because someone sent me the video, right? And I was like, you know, what? And then I was like, wow.
It was a funny story, man, because like 2 months before we won the league, I had an interview with Gazzetta dello Sport, you know, the Bible of football. It's called the Bible of football. So they asked Thiago Silva, the defender, you remember? They asked him, like, who's the funniest guy in the dressing room? And he's like, Prince Boateng, because he always sing and dance. So in my interview, they asked, like, you always dance the moonwalk. If you win the league, would you do the moonwalk? I say, yeah, of course. You know, it's like 2 months, you never know you're going to win the league. So the day comes, we win the moonwalk, we do the celebration. So the marketing boss comes to me and say, look at the program. And I say on the top, I say, Prince Boateng moonwalk, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
And I was like, what? And I was like, what you mean 5 minutes? He said, yeah, we build the stage, you get the jacket, you get the glove. I say, you crazy? Because in my mind was just, I'm going to go in front of
you're going to
moonwalk on the field. That's it. So he's like, no, 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 we're going to make it big. I say, you are crazy. And I was lucky I didn't play because I was suspended. So I had 90 minutes to think about how to perform.
So you were fresh.
Yeah, but it was still like 90 minutes in this, when you have a pressure, is nothing. You know? So
no, I know.
I had like 90 minutes to prepare, and then this funny thing came out. Yeah, it was fun.
Listen, I always, whenever I see you play, you always, you know, you have your character, right? I can see, you know, but you like to play with a smile. You always look happy. But for some reason, I'm not having a go at all the clubs that you played for, but when you were in Spain, when you were in Spain, I saw you really happy.
Yeah.
Really, you know, I don't know why. Maybe I'm mistaken. You know, when you went, if I'm not mistaken, Las Palmas, right?
Las Palmas,
when you went there, I saw you really, really happy. Like you were really happy there.
You know why? I tell you honestly, because I was in a point in my career where my character or my body, like it was all on a point where it was all in question. You know, everybody questioned me. They were like, is he still good enough? Is he crazy? Because we hear a lot of stories, we see a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
So I came there without, like, you know, without a target. I just said, like, I want to play football, man. Just want to enjoy the game again. Because, you know, as older you get, football becomes work.
Yeah.
We lose the love a little bit, you know? So I came there. The money wasn't great. I never heard about the place before, to be honest. My agent called me and said, we have Las Palmas. And I said, where's Las Palmas? In Gran Canaria. I said, wow. I said, I go to holidays or I play football. So I just came there and I said, listen, I'm going to show everybody who I am. Like, come on, you know?
No, so but that was good. That was good because for some reason I saw a change. I'm not saying that I don't, you know me, same thing. People used to kill me because I was moody or whatever. I didn't care about it, but I saw a change and I was like, oh, he looks happy there. He looks really happy. What about Barca?
Oh, amazing. No, amazing. Yeah, what do you have to say? You know, you've been there, you know how it is, man. It's like to come in my age, I was 32, you know, coming to this big stage one more time again, just to be there was like crazy. You know, when you realize when I signed, they gave me the key of the car straight. On the key was written my name print. I didn't have that for like a long time. Then you do taking the pictures, press conference. I was like, okay, I'm back on the big stage now. Yeah. For me, sure. Personal was unbelievable. Football-wise, it was really difficult because you have this one.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Listen. It's a special play. Easy, you know, when you enter the stadium and you have Messi on club.
Yeah.
I always remember when I first arrived there, I was like, okay, Messi on club. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, and then once you're inside and you start to understand what this club is all about,
exactly,
it's crazy. Don't get me wrong, huh? You know, I'm an Arsenal fan.
I know,
you know,
I know.
But
you have to
respect the club like Barcelona. It's outstanding.
Big level. I remember, like, even me, I didn't play a lot, you know. I walked on the street, the people went nuts. They're like, this is a Barcelona player, you know. And still today, people still say, like, he played in Barcelona. And I take that. No one can take that from me. I don't care if I play only 4 games. 4 games, 5 games, I don't care, bro. I played starting 11 in Camp Nou. I don't care. It's really my agenda. Like, I'm there.
That's funny. Hey, I hear that you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah, man.
You like your sneakers?
Yeah, too much, man. Too much. No, it's too much. And the problem is I have different houses everywhere. Like, I live in Milano. I live in Milano. My base is in Milano. I have my house in Berlin. I have a house now in Florence because I used to play there. Now I'm on loan in Besiktas. So I have shoes everywhere.
I'm the same, man. What do you have on now?
Now, look. Slippers.
I'm here.
Support Puma. Ah, yes. Oh, they're nice. I saw them. Just a shout out to Puma. I want them as well. Come on.
Eli Hansen. Yes, sir, man. I'm bad. I'm really bad.
You have... Guys, Puma, please. He's an ex-player. He's not playing anymore. Send me the shoes.
But wait. Actually, I'm on the bench now as a coach. I can actually wear them.
True.
You see where I go. You see how fast.
Yeah. You're already
you see how quick I am.
I will be there. Don't worry.
You see how quick I am. Listen. So Mario told me that if I asked you who is the best player that you played with, he said you're gonna say him. But really, is it him?
The biggest potential I've ever seen is him.
Okay. And the best player you played with?
You know, people are going to kill me all the time for this, but to be honest, there are three. But it's even depending on the position. It's always hard. You know how it is. You play with a lot of amazing players. The best I played with is Messi, okay? Because it's different. You see him against you, and then it's different. You see him in training, what he can do, you know?
I know.
There's another one is Ibrahimovic. He's like on the level, you know, because he's the same. He can play alone. Then you have, like Mario said, Pirlo. Come on, you cannot. You know, that's why I changed so many things. I played with so many players. It's so difficult. But if you say one who can every game make you win a game, and I played with him, is Messi.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a tough one for me. Okay, I give you the difference. So for me, Messi is, for me, I always joke about that, obviously. But Messi is not human for me. I always said I've seen him doing stuff that are not physically possible. Just, like one day he scored a goal, and I paused and I went, it was a goal against Malaga. I think we won 6-1 at home. I always talked about that goal. He goes inside, and on the same step before he puts his leg down. You will understand that. So, full speed. Okay, full speed. And he stops on his left foot here. So normally you're like this. You have to put your foot back down on the ground. If not, you're going to fall. But when he did this, he touched it again in the air. I was like, if I do that, I'll do my cruciate ligament.
And he does it with one leg.
That's what I'm saying. He went
but his right foot, he never used it. You know, can you imagine?
No, that's what I'm saying.
If you would have two legs, come on. He's a one-legged player.
Also, you know, left-footed players are always more beautiful to watch.
Always.
Why? Because
I know that. It's so
No, but why? Because if the ball goes on your left foot, you pass the ball with your left foot.
Yeah.
So the repetition of touching the ball and doing exercises only with one foot makes it go further. Ball comes from my left, I play my left.
Exactly.
They go like this.
They go like this.
to pass it like this. So it looks beautiful. Obviously, you pass it straight, your body stays straight. You pass it with your left foot. Doesn't look as nice.
I always wanted to be a left foot. Always.
It looks beautiful. They look nice.
Like, look, all the left footers. You remember Recoba? Bro.
You remember how you used to strike that ball?
It looks, when I strike it like this, it's the same goal, but it doesn't look the same.
No,
it just looks like I put so much effort in it, you know, and he's just boom.
What about Roberto Carlos?
Oh my God, just leave it. How he controls the ball.
Rivaldo.
He was one of my favorite players when I grew up.
I've never seen. You remember when he used to shoot? His two legs used to go in the air.
Yeah, how?
And I was like, he used to strike the ball and his two. Yeah. And I'm like,
no.
What are you? No, listen, I've seen so many.
Yeah, so Leo,
so many great guys, so many. It's just crazy. I just wanted to ask you that because to go back to the question I asked you, for me is very important because I saw you really, 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 really happy there. It's funny actually. I'm talking about obviously, so you're happy in Las Palmas and obviously in Barcelona for the reason that we know. But how was Frank Ribery in Fiorentina?
What a guy!
He can play.
Yeah, what a player! Oh my God! You know, that's what I said. There's so many players.
Frank is good.
Frank is another one. If he has a good day, he plays alone. You know, and he's so strong. You don't know that. To get the ball from him, he has all his strength on his leg. You cannot. He looks small, whatever. He's so strong, and I play against him since 10 years. Like when I was in Hertha. Yeah, and I always played against him with Schalke, with Frankfurt, with Hertha, with Dortmund. You know, and we always had we were never friends before. We knew each other. What's up? What's up? A lot of respect. And now then when he came, and I always knew how he is, because even my brother in Bayern, he always told me, like, he's such a good guy. He's fun. He always laughs. He makes jokes. So when he came now to Florence, we were in the hotel, in the same hotel. So we were 24 hours together. And you can just imagine how much we were laughing. And on the field, he's just a leader, even when not talking, you know.
Listen, he's the type of guy that first and foremost will put a good atmosphere in the dressing room.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
That's
He's a winner. That's very important. He will do whatever for you and the team to win. And he likes to share. That's the thing I like the most with him.
Biggest heart ever. Biggest heart I've seen in football. Biggest heart.
He likes to share, and that's contagious.
Yeah.
You know, is apart from obviously being a great player, and as you said, you know, when he waits for you to come and he puts his leg, and you think that you're gonna move him.
Get in the gym right now. I always say that.
You're not moving him.
He's like, boop.
You're not moving him. It's impossible. Listen, why the change? By the way, why the change? Why did you come to us with Puma?
No, because first of all, there's a good story behind. Because Puma wanted me already 2010 at the World Cup in South Africa. They were pressuring because we were sponsored. Ghana was sponsored with Puma.
Yeah.
So they were pressuring, but I still had a contract with this other brand I don't want to say, because otherwise they're going to kill me. So I was like, when I was a kid, young, it was always Nike, you know, even you, like, listen how I remember you.
Why?
Bro, you have no idea what an inspiration you were for my family. Like my older brother, my younger brother, all my friends. You have no idea. I never told you because we never had the chance to talk.
Wow.
You made something. You brought something out in football. Maybe you don't even know, but maybe you know. The socks over the knees. Okay.
Let me tell you something. When I arrived in England, and I had my socks over my knees, whatever, I used to get hammered.
Of course.
Because they used to call me a ballet dancer. Look at him. He thinks he's going to dance. And I used to have, in England, you know how it is, I used to have gloves with short sleeves.
Yeah.
So they were like, what is it? And I wasn't scoring goals, by the way. I just first arrived. They were like, what is this guy? And then suddenly, like I said, I'm a bit stubborn like that. I was like, no, I always put my socks over my knees. That's not going to change the way I play or what people think. So I kept it, you know, and I didn't even think about it.
You made the story of football. I tell you, you made with this style, you made the story of football. Maybe you don't realize, my son, he's 6 years old. My other son, who's going to be 12, that's what they do. Because they see it from me, they see it, but you were the first, you know, you were the first.
Well,
you put the socks
technically, I'll tell you, the first one, because I took it from someone.
Okay.
Sonny Anderson.
Okay.
Was the player when he arrived playing from Servette de Genève to Marseille.
Yeah.
First game on TV, he had these socks over his knee. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then he came to Monaco. So I was playing as a youngster in Monaco. So I kept the style.
Yeah, but
and I couldn't change it
because he was not so big like you know. Because
no, I know what you mean, but I still, you know, it's still him, the first I saw,
of course,
and then maybe because, as you know, when you play in the Premier League, it goes places. You know, when you play in the Premier League, it's the Premier League.
That's what I mean. That was a moment what I will always remember. And then this was like the time where they wanted me, Puma, already, to come back to the discussion. So was it like a year ago or something? They contact me again. We sit down and we had the same language. So it was quick. We said, I like this. Yeah, Puma. Yeah, let's work together. And we wanted to work on the racism thing, you know. So
for sure. Yeah.
Something big, not only sports. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something. I've seen some funny videos with you and the family. with you and the family. No, it's good. You know, I'm not that active on Instagram, you know, But I kind of look, and you guys, I have to say, you guys are making me laugh.
Yeah, we try to have fun, you know, because how I told you, there are moments where you're like, oh my God, it's getting so long.
Yeah.
You just try to, even if I can like have people smile for a minute of the day, I did my
you're
job,
right.
You know? So we can use this social media, 3 million, 4 million people, whatever, to really maybe make a little change, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. And we always do things like that anyway, so why don't share it, you know?
I have one last one. Maybe it's a touchy subject. And I'm sure you must have said it before so many times. Why Ghana and not Germany?
That's a tricky one. No,
I know it's a. I know.
No, but it's simple, you know. Because if you're like me, like you are, we're all mixed race, you know. We're two sides. And when you're young, you don't really know. Even if I was born in Germany, you don't really know who you are. So that's why a lot of like, we have all some not problems, but we have questions, you know. We always think.
Yeah. You're trying to find yourself out.
Exactly. No. So I didn't feel German 100%, and I didn't feel Ghanaian 100%. So then football.
You're mixed anyway. You're both.
Of course, but I know a lot of mixed race people who were born in Germany. They feel German 100%. You know, they're like German. So others maybe they feel more Nigerian, Ghanaian, Cameroon, whatever. So I always was in the middle, not knowing 100% what I was. Then football came and opened me the door to play for Germany. And I was proud. And I was like, yes, I will play for Germany. I was proud to hear the national anthem, whatever. So as I got older and I kept my brain the way I was, I always say what I think. And I always want to prove my point, whatever. It was not so welcome. You know, let's put it like that. Because I always said, no, but it's like this. And the coach said, no, it's like this. And the coach, of course, he's right. But I want to prove my point.
Yeah.
So there came a point where I thought, okay, maybe I will not make it to the #1 team, you know, to be the national player of Germany. Because it doesn't have to do any more with qualities.
Yeah, no, I get it.
My character doesn't fit. So I choose to play for Ghana. And tell you honestly, it was like one of the best decisions I did in my career, because to go home to see your roots, to see different culture, you know, had the chance to play 2 World Cups, like it gave me a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yesterday I saw on Sky France against Italy was
the 2006.
No, was
98?
No, it was European champion, I think.
Oh, 2000. The final.
Exactly. What a team, France. Oh my God.
And Italy.
Yeah, but your team was like cheat code on FIFA, bro. Your team was cheat code. You had Thuram, you had Laurent Blanc.
Everybody.
What a team. I saw the game because now they show all the old games.
Yeah, no, everybody. Listen, it was great. Yeah, I had the chance and obviously worked ever so hard to be able to be part of that team, but you need to be also lucky to be in a good generation, you know?
Yeah. Zizou,
because if it's not a good generation, it's a tough one. And we
yeah,
were all good players that arrived together almost in their prime.
Yeah.
And so the mix was
Lizarazu. What a player, Lizarazu.
No, forget about it. Zizou, Lizarazu, Deschamps, Pat Vieira, then Makelele arrived after.
Vieira in Arsenal was one of my favorite players. Vieira.
Oh, listen, Patrick Vieira, I'm going to tell you one thing. First and foremost, the amount of time that player, he won't say it, I will say it. He couldn't walk.
Yeah.
No joke. He couldn't walk. I'm looking at his knee. His knee looked like my head, and I have a big head. So just imagine how his knee must have looked like.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "You gonna play?" And he looked at me. It's like, "Of course I'm gonna play." I'm like, Then the ref blow the whistle, and he's everywhere. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, every single game. And Patrick is the only player that I know that when the game is too easy, he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, guys, when the game, you 1-0 up, 2-0 up, you start to showboat, you come to the ball, you give me the ball. But Patrick wanted to play properly when we were losing, battle, 1-0. When the game became too easy, he lost his mind. He lost his concentration. He's the only player. I played with a lot of holding midfielders. Yeah. He's the only player that I think that could have played alone in midfield.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Patrick was just, for me, you know, we use the word animal a lot. Yeah. He was an animal. Technique, power. You want to fight, he's there. You want to play, he's there. You know,
complete.
Whatever you want, he was there. He was just amazing. But we had a good generation. Listen, we had a good generation. Yeah. We also learned a lot when we went abroad. Yeah. Because that's where the mix was good, because we were all obviously grew up in the French academy.
And then everybody left.
Brought their experience in the team. Exactly. The French academy, the way they teach you how to play is one of the best in the world for me. I will be biased, but when you look at every year, you always have like 4, 5, 6 players that are coming from France, and you're like, wow, how? All the time.
Crazy.
But when we went abroad, that added in the mix of what we became, that generation.
You know why? So, you know why even? I tell you, because there are a lot of like street players.
Oh yeah, no, but that goes without saying.
Yeah, but that France, they're like the real street players. When I look back in the day, when I played with the national team under 15, under 16 with Germany against France, bro, come on, they were street players. They learned the tactics. They learned a little bit to defend and do all this. They were street players, and that's where you go abroad. You get the tactics, you get the experience, and you bring that all back to the national team. Look all of them now.
Listen, there is something. It's true. If you're from, especially, I'm going to be biased because I'm from the suburb of Paris.
Yeah.
And when you look at the players that came out of the suburb of Paris, you will freak out.
Yeah.
Because in a suburb of Paris, there is that it's a bit everywhere, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But in the suburb of Paris, you get it a bit extra, the street game.
Of course.
With being vicious, being dirty a bit, technical, you get kicked, you can't talk.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because even you play with 15, I was 15, I played against 38-year-old. You know? You
can't talk.
Exactly.
You cry or you talk, you don't play the day after.
Go home, man.
You're 13, you step on that field, everybody have the same rules. Exactly. You're going to get kicked, you're going to get whatever, and it is where it is. And that, I would say, will form you. This is something that is a bit lost a bit now. It's coming back with a 5-a-side and
I always say that.
And all those tournaments. But I'm talking about your neighborhood against my neighborhood.
Exactly.
Just for a pizza. Or that's what it was. Or tomorrow you bring the water. That's all it was. Tomorrow you bring the water.
Bring the water, yeah.
Just to bring the water. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, so you give everything.
Listen, I always say, I grew up like that. It is what it is. People laugh when I say that. But if I play against my dad, if I play a game against my dad, if I have to elbow him in the face, I will elbow him in the face.
Of course.
Then I will bring him to the hospital and be sorry. But as long as you're on the other team,
of course,
and I want to win that pizza, oh, it's on.
Yeah. Same with me when I played against Jerome, bro. I don't care. They ask me always like, is it special? Of course it's special. We play on the best level in the world of football. But if I have to like tackle him or elbow him, whatever, I will have to do it. He's my opponent. Afterwards, we shake hands, we hug, it's finished. But in the game, he cannot be my brother, you know? Of course, it's normal. He was always in the bigger team, so he always won. You know, I was always
true.
Yeah, he was with Germany, Bayern Munich all the time. You know.
No, I know.
He came to me after the game. Oh, brother, hug me. I say, leave me alone, man. Go away.
Yeah, of course. You're not supposed to be happy.
Yeah, you always win. Go away.
We'll talk later. No, you're right. Listen, I'm gonna let you go back to the family. Oh, you see, you spoke a lot.
No, not so much, bro. Come on.
No, thank you for that, man. Thank you for the honest answers. I know the one about Ghana wasn't an easy one, but thank you for sharing this time with me. Be safe and your family too, man.
Thank you. You too, brother. And if you need a number 10 in Montreal, just give me a call.
Hey!
No, I'm joking.
Don't get me in trouble.
Okay. Bro, talk
soon. See you.
Bye,
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye, bro.